Hey there everyone, and welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. On today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at the latest pinball table from AtGames for their HD and 4K pinball machines. This is Space Shuttle Deluxe, a deluxe version of the Space Shuttle Zaccaria table created by Magic Pixel. I'll give you all my thoughts and opinions right after this. All right, everyone, as always, thank you so much for tuning in and checking out this video. If this happens to be your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video. Give this one a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. So before I get started with this, I do have to say thank you to AtGames for reaching out to me, for sending me a copy of this new table, Space Shuttle Deluxe, to check out for the purposes of review. Of course, as always with this, the thoughts and opinions you're about to hear are my own. I was not asked to say anything in particular. They did not ask to review this video before it went up. So with all that fun stuff out of the way, let's jump in. Let's take a look at Space Shuttle Deluxe. All right, so before I get into some gameplay on this, show off a little play of the table, I did want to just go over the layout a little bit, give you guys kind of a close-up view of it. This is a deluxe version of the Zaccaria game Space Shuttle. I'm not super familiar with the original Space Shuttle table. It's not one of the ones that I actually have on my ALP right now. So unfortunately, I can't really compare it to the original one, but this does feel like a very typical deluxe reimagining of a Zaccaria table that Magic Pixel is, pretty well known for. There's not going to be a ton of surprises here. If you've seen a lot of their deluxe tables, you kind of know what to expect when they do these. And the first thing you're going to expect is, honestly, a ton of flippers. Besides the main flippers down at the bottom, you've got flippers on the side here. You've also got an upper playfield area up here, which has its own flippers. Once you can get it up into this area here, obviously the idea is to keep it into this area for as long as possible. You've got a spinner and a target and things up here that you can hit to maximize points. Obviously, you see a ton of ramps and different things around here too, including this one that kind of loops around here. This little area here, whatever this thing is, whether it's supposed to be a satellite or something, you can kind of hit that and it'll spin around a little bit for points. There is another spinner on this ramp over here, this spinner over here. Getting up and around this ramp can really kind of maximize points for you as well. And there's also a spot right here that if you can get into 4 times, you can start a mission. You can see that it's got a 3, 2, 1 countdown on there, again, for extra points and things like that. Now, while there's probably an area to lock in from multi-ball as well, I have not quite figured that out yet. I don't know where you can do that on this, if I'm being quite honest. I've only been playing this a little bit so far up to this point, and I will say that overall, it is a lot of fun, but to be quite honest, if you're not a fan of the Magic Pixel Deluxe tables, I don't think you're going to find anything here to necessarily change your mind. I know that sounds, like I'm just kind of dismissing it right away before I even really get into much of anything, but I do feel that that's probably true. It is nice that the playfield here is very open. Magic Pixel does a lot of times tend to put things in your way. And here, having this be very open, I think does lend to the playability here, does keep it more fun, does keep the ball flowing a lot better. But I also feel like the upper area is very busy. And once the ball kind of gets up into here, it's kind of hard to try to figure out where it is, where it's going. Sometimes the field of depth on these isn't always obvious. Like I said, for instance, there is an upper plate area here that you can keep it in with the flippers and then it'll drop down and drop down. Beneath that, there's an area here you can hopefully make out where the bumpers are, and you can kind of get up and around into there for points hitting those. So there's a lot to do here. I do think it's a fun table, but again, if you're not a big Magic Pixel Deluxe fan, I don't know that there's anything here really that's going to change your mind. But again, having said that, I do think it's a fun table. So I do want to spend a little bit of time showing off some gameplay so you guys can get an idea of how it looks and how it plays. So a quick look at the Backglass and the DMD here. I do think the Backglass is kind of nice, although there isn't a lot to it. Obviously, you just kind of have the moon in the upper left. You've got that satellite in the upper right. Right in the middle is Space Shuttle Deluxe. And then, of course, the DMD is here. Obviously, on the 4K version, the DMD will be down below the Backglass. And I think that would probably make for a much better looking scene on the back here, because you can obviously see that the DMD is really in the way of the title. The Deluxe is cut off. You've got the Earth underneath it, which you really can't see very well on here. So, while it's not a bad looking Backglass, I'm sure it was designed more with the 4K in mind than the HD. Now, as for the DMD, again, this is typical Magic Pixel. It's the same old DMDs that we're used to seeing from them. Nothing really special here. I do wish that they would learn to change these up a little bit. But again, that's a quick look at the Backglass and the DMD. Now, let's play the game. All right, so I've got my camera set up hopefully at a decent angle so that you can see the play field while I'm playing. You can see the DMD up top there. Let's see how this works out and get some gameplay going. Usually I always seem to play the lousiest whenever I'm shooting for a review, so let's see how I do today. Maybe I can kind of keep my concentration while I'm playing. I always tend to lose it while I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. Oh, I got that up and around. You can see it come around that ramp there. And there we go. That hole right there, that's going to start the countdown for the mission. See, okay, so I just got it into that upper play area there and didn't keep it there for long, but there we go. Once it comes down around there, you can see where the ball kind of, oh, did I do it again? I might have done it again. Yep, here we go. Back into the upper play area here. You really got to try to get it to go around where that spinner is. It's not too easy. But, and there, I lost it. Now I'm going to hit the bumpers on the bottom there and then come out. Like the... Oh, ooh, almost lost it there. You get some good points with that spinner. Keep it in, there we go. Let's see if I can. There we go for 2. There's the countdown. One more to start the mission.
Kickback is online.
Come on. Spinning that thing around definitely racks up the points, which is nice. Come on. Ah, keep missing.
Bonus time.
Couldn't get it all the way up around that ramp. You can see if you don't get it all the way up around that ramp, it comes down the smaller ramp to the side, and that's going to come around on that one there, on the wire rails.
Relaunch time is advanced.
Whoa! Almost, come on. Get it around there for that spinner. Oh, got it around that ramp too, so you can see that. on, stay in.
1.
All right, so
Ready to start.
So one more in there, we'll start the mission. Oop, there we go. See, these ramps and rails and all are kind of cool, but I don't know, it just, like I said, it just feels like it looks very busy up around here. It's cool when you get them up and around, but and there we go.
Launch from Earth. Hit flashing hole to ignite rockets.
So that gets the mission started, which obviously, you know, your goal is to try to hit all the flashing areas as much as possible. It's 1. Don't think I'll wind up doing it on this play around, but at least you guys can see what happens. Oh, there's another one.
Hit flashing hole to launch the
Come on. Oh, no, I'm about to lose it. And there we go. That's it. But there you go. There's some gameplay of Space Shuttle Deluxe. All right, so there you go. That is a look at Space Shuttle Deluxe running on my ALP HD machine. Now, you can pick this up for the ALP HD pinball or micro pinball or the 4K pinball machines. If you wanted it for 4K, the price is going to be $7. For the HD machines, it's going to be $5. Now, this is a single pack table, so it's just the one table that you're purchasing. This is the new pricing model that AtGames is looking to continue throughout 2025. So you're going to see a lot of these single pack tables come out throughout this year. Again, this is going to be the first one. Now, unfortunately, it does look like for the foreseeable future, these are only going to be available on the pinball machines. So if you were looking to pick this up for maybe your ALU or one of your Core Plus, Core Max, unfortunately, they are not looking to make these available for those machines. But if you've got one of the pinball machines, again, either the HD ones or any of the 4K ones, you can certainly get access to this. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it did help you decide if this is a table for you. Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for Space Shuttle Deluxe? Are you going to be picking it up for your 4K or your HD machine? Or is this one you think you're going to wind up skipping? Let me know. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me those comments below. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do that as well. And if you want to support the channel even further, you could consider purchasing a membership. That's all for now. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care and happy gaming.